Hey everybody, Darren here. Hope you enjoyed my little introduction. I figured the best way to kind of captivate you and make you mine was to give you a little demonstration. So that right there was some stop motion animation. And as you can guess, that's what my topic is stop motion animation. And my goal is to try and help you understand a little bit more about it. And perhaps, if interested, you will learn how to create your very own. Hope that sounds interesting because I enjoy it. So what is stop motion animation? Well, stop motion is also known as stop action. And what you're doing is you're taking an object and through the physical manipulations, you're actually making it appear to move on its own. Confused yet? Hopefully not. So the first time that we ever saw any type of stop motion used was back in 1898. So why would I go back that far? Well, it's progressed leaps and bounds since then. So when have you and I seen a lot of these stop motion films? The movies. That's right, the big screen. The big screen is where we have seen a lot of these stop motion films. Take a trip back in time. King Kong, not the recent one, but the black and white. That was stop motion. Star Wars. Any Star Wars fans? Right here, I'm a Star Wars fan. Do you remember Empire Strikes Back? You know the scene where the Empire is attacking the rebels on the planet Hoth? That's stop motion. Pretty cool, huh? Let's look at some more recent ones. How about, you remember being a kid and watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Christmas time? It's on every year. That's a stop motion. Now how about a real popular one that was really well done is Coraline. Very recent, very good movie. So, we know what stop motion is. We know where we've seen it. But how does it end up on the big screen? Tell you what. I'll give you one name. Let's see if this name starts ringing any bells. Tim Burton. He created... Anybody? That's right. He created A Nightmare Before Christmas and he created A Corpse Bride. Two very popular movies that helped expand the market for stop motion animation. You start seeing a lot more of it during this time frame because people are realizing that it's a dying art. So how is it made? It's simple, but it's complex. The biggest key behind stop motion is patience. Why? Well, because once they've identified what they want to make as far as their scene, they have to create their puppets, their scenery, their stage, and then once all this is done, now they start filming. The filming is done at 30 frames per second. That means for 1 second of film, 30 pictures have to be taken. Now if you calculate that based off of the average length of some of these movies, or just take 1 minute, here's a better example. My little intro, about 11 seconds long. 252 pictures. That's a lot of pictures to take for 11 seconds worth of entertainment. Now put that into the broad scheme of these big pictures, there's a lot of painstaking photos. So how does a stop motion work, really? Well, what you're doing is you're taking that object, we'll go back to the pen here, and you're moving it. Just like this. And every time you move it, you take a picture. Now the smaller the picture, or the smaller the movement rather, the faster or the smoother your scene is going to look. And through trial and error, you start to get a hang of how to do it. So you take your puppets or your objects, you start making the movements, giving them action, taking the pictures. Now you have to incorporate the voice, sound, special effects like rain or water, lighting. That's a lot. And the more complex or the bigger the production, the more of these items are going to have to be thought about. But we're going to take a little step back here. We're going to talk about how you can make your own stop motion. Now for our level, between you and me, it's very simple. You don't need a lot of expensive stuff. In fact, all you need is a digital camera that you can hook up to your computer and a webcam. Or a webcam rather. You don't need any special software because the majority of the computers you buy today have some kind of built-in movie maker program in it. And that would be like for me, I'm using Windows Live Movie Maker. Now what you do is you have to first think of what you want to do. Let's say you want to make the pen move 180 degrees. You've got your idea. Now you have to figure out where you're going to film it. You can use your desk. You can use a table. You can use whatever you want. The key now is to make sure you have enough light for when you're taking those pictures. Why? If the lighting is wrong, each time you take a picture, it's either going to be overexposed or underexposed. So you want to have the same light. Now you want to make your movements as small as you can. Because, like I said earlier, the smaller the movements, the smoother the action is going to be. Now once you've taken all your pictures and you've completed your scene, you open up your program and you upload all of those pictures. Now for me in Windows Live Movie Maker, what I had to do is once the pictures were in, I had to adjust the timing that the picture was going to show up there, like a slideshow, and then I had to adjust how quickly the next picture would show up. So the shorter the times, the faster the transition, and that's what makes your animation come to life. So it's very, very easy, and as you progress through trial and error and just having fun, you can start incorporating sound, voice. Basically, the only thing that's keeping you from making a good animation is patience and your imagination. And if you don't run short on either of those, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. So I hope you have some fun making some stop motion animations. I know I do. And if you ever want to share work, let me know. I'd be glad to show you some of mine. They're not the best, but they're fun, and I enjoy them. So I thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you on the next speech. Bye.